Palm Sunday. Going into Jerusalem to die. Not here. My donkey is a bicycle. My palm branch is billowing gusts of wind. The stones crying out Hosanna lie ignored. Easter is a stranger's concept, rolled back from a tomb in someone else's country. Here it is politely decorated. Eggs and chicks, daffodils and lambs, temples and traders slyly sharing spaces. Jerusalem is the map on the soles of my shoes. It makes a stranger of me. People I don't know will stop to ask me which way to go in this town of their birth. The answer is, be strange like me, come in from the outlying country, old Judea or Galilee, that place where nothing good has ever come from nor ever will. Monday. But now that I'm here within the city, I wonder which fig trees are bearing fruit and which lie withered under their own curse. It's not for me to judge, but for the words which will still be there at the end of time. Under grey streets, beneath river banks, diverse souls are practicing their faith, waiting for their season to flower and fruit. Will their kind of sun be there at the end? When spring walks through the streets, dead trees won't bud. I can't go past without remembering the flavour and abundance of the figs. It takes a kind of simple innocence to open up to words which never end. Tuesday. Small round flakes of snow are picking their way through the streets like thoughts of God deserted. If you had listened to the words of John, you would believe. For now, the world is cold. Love God with all your heart and soul and mind. But when I dreamt last night, I saw a church, and in it were 1,000 priests enrobed, and bishops in scarlet, and a new pope, and not a single blessed soul would hear, though I sang till my voice could bear no more. My blackbird on the gable end loves God. He'd listen in the wilderness with joy. My heart and soul and mind must yield to snow. I only have this single voice to give, and when it's spent, the priests will file away. Wednesday. No single flake of snow will reach the ground, but draws its love into the globe of moon. And in the moon a story still endures of a woman who wasted oil of nard on the head of a man who anyway was going to die. Her love prepared him well. Judas then searched for opportunities which, unlike love, lie thick upon the ground. So this is it now, the unleavened time, when something must be added to the earth. How many times in the course of a day must people not believe before love dies? Father and son, single as a snowflake, gathered by the moon, then poured out like oil. We can't stop it any longer. He's gone, out into the night in search of silver, the lost one. I see him as a shadow sliding eerily over city walls. And all is set now that the moon has flowed. Holy Thursday. Swift, tired, true, headstrong, tender, merciless, your feet have more personae than your head. Born for earth that you may be freed for sky. Does anything that serves you serve like this? So why should someone say, "Not my feet, Lord, far rather wash my hands or face than these"? But you'll never be the true disciple unless he does this for you. It will serve for eternity, this washing of feet. And in 1,000 lifetimes still to come, my feet will take me where I can best serve. What else could so exalt the world than this? The golden nimbus round the head means less than feet which press the earth with shining light. And still and all there's one who steals away to put himself in servitude this night to darkness. Better not to have been born. Good Friday. All paths through my city lead to this spot, place of the skull, on this day, at this hour. The city does not know itself today. Its roads are human lives which must end here. Each one is the mother, each one is son, a birthright shared by every human being. Yet there is no darkness and no earthquake, right here, right now. I hold 2,000 years of choices in my hands, a little cross of gold on a slender chain, which will sway to the left and to the right with my thoughts, guiding intuition. The cross itself, the true cross, is forever in my heart, and has guided all my choices in truth. So there is no other place of the skull, no mother, no son, no darkness, no light, except in this city where every road will lead out from the heart. And yet right now a flow of blood and water pierced the earth, and nothing that has life will stay the same. Holy Saturday. A solemn, sombre, leaden Saturday. The muscles and joints of the day lie slack. Silence entombed in stillness, dread Sabbath. Who can be a believer on this day? I've come so far to shed tears here at last in the city of my heart. No one stirs. Faith creeps into its own receptacles. What an absence! Is there life somewhere deep, where death has lain entranced for countless years? An ancient multitude long forgotten in the blackest sinews of the cold earth. Can I find them in my own recesses, calling for spirit and light and rebirth? Not I, but only the most human part of what counts in me as creation can descend to hell and break its magic. But still the day's observance must go on. What is to observe if God has gone down to the sightless, the unobserved, the lost, and clasped them in a permanent embrace? Easter Sunday. Now finally the walk is illumined, and every step is shod right through with gold. This is the way I came, I might declare. No Via Dolorosa, but right paths, without attachment, without sentiment, imagining new worlds where old ones slept. I've left my life in his hands, the young one, who lived with God before the world was made. His steps are mine, we merge to be the same. I'm glad for my town that I walked this road, and many like me who stayed to the end. Those footprints will remain, beneath curbstones, beside rivers, within the monuments, the memories, wherever strangers live, wishing to be home, and home to be theirs. He came from places no prophet comes from. It is written, it is known, it is clear. He is here, and everyone a prophet who accomplishes the same true journey.